Shalom Yasharallah, first and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chakbarash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule out, who taught us this truth, and salutations to all the Akim pushing this word in truth and in sincerity with charity. We're the brothers from the Great Millstone camp here in Chicago, and Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson. All right. Stephen Hawking, the Edomite, said, here's a quote, the greatest enemy of knowledge is not ignorance, it is the illusion of knowledge. And right now, Job 9:24, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. Malachi 1:4 tells you the wicked is Esau, Edom. They've covered the whole earth and tricked everyone thinking that their educational system is the way to go to true wisdom, to and understanding. But really, it's just an illusion of knowledge, man. It's not even wisdom. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 19. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High. For it is written, He taketh the wise in their own craftiness. All right. The wisdom of this world, it's foolishness, man. All right. It's not real wisdom. It's not profitable. If you look at all the other kingdoms before Esau, who's ruling today, they all came to an end. And Esau's going to come to an end as well. Because he doesn't rule and follow the true wisdom, which is maintained in the scriptures by following the law, statutes, and commandments. They weren't given to him. But you'll see that when Yahweh Shai returns and he establishes his kingdom in righteousness, all right, you're going to see, especially the heathen will see, not Esau, because he's going to be done away with after 1,000 years of hardcore slavery. But the heathens are going to appreciate and love the kingdom of Yahweh Shai. All right, they're going to see a kingdom ruled with the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord, man. And they're going to see how profitable that is and how much peace that brings. I mean, they're still going to go off and they're going to get judged for it, But nonetheless, they're going to love it and appreciate it more than any other kingdom that ever came.
Yeah, this is Sirach 19:22. It says, the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom.
That's right.
Neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence. So as good as it may seem, this worldly knowledge or just any knowledge that's not from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, this still doesn't mean that is what's that word, canon. That is legit. Because you have certain things. You have certain things. When it comes to this knowledge, or that false knowledge, usually that false knowledge, Salaki, you have this thing called smooth words, and a lot of times that knowledge just sounds like it could be profitable because of the way it's spoken, how it's worded, and everything. But that doesn't mean anything, man. So yeah, like that quote said, the real enemy of it is in other words, the illusion of knowledge, which you could also say lies, so that's the biggest enemy towards the truth, the real truth, not actual ignorance,
Right.
So in order for us to know what real knowledge is, we have to follow Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and once we do that, then we'll be able to pinpoint what's false and what's good,
Right, especially with the Spirit of the Lord dealing with you, wisdom is going to meet you at every thought. There's a quote now by Theodore Roosevelt, the Edomite. A thorough knowledge of the Bible is worth more than a college education. All right, because the Bible contains the history of the whole world, and it's alive today, man. All right, there's prophecies that are to come very soon, Lord willing.
Right. I was trying to say this a lot. Um, the Bible teaches you how to rule a kingdom, how to rule this earth, how to maneuver in ways where it'll be profitable for you and the people around you.
Can I get this real quick? Back you up. Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Why? Because, you know, everyone's being ruled under righteousness, man. All right? But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And you see the wicked bearing rule, and you see the world mourning. All right? It tells you in Revelation to what? Destroy him that destroyeth the earth, man. It's this wicked devil, man. Esau Edom, the so-called white man. That needs to be put out. And Lord willing, the Lord, brings a swift judgment to him soon, man. What are you waiting for, E? All right, mandate that CV microchip, man. Let's get this shit rolling. All right, because that once that's in place, then things are gonna speed up. World War III is gonna pop, the third woe. Okay, and then Yahweh Shai, man, Yahweh Shai is gonna come and crack them clouds and deliver us, Lord willing, man, and destroy the wicked. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. What you got? Oh, okay. Well, this is Psalms 35:7. For without cause have they hid for me their net in a pit, which without cause they have digged for my soul. And everything that you see in this society is all by design, man. All right, to keep us in a low state, to keep us from our power. But it's all through prophecy, of course, that only a remnant of the 12 tribes of Israel shall return, which are your so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians today, and also the speckled bird. Let's not forget them. All right. But they've done all this. I know there's a report about the elders teaching back in the day that the Edomites came in a limo and said, "How'd you guys learn all this knowledge? We spent like millions of dollars to keep this knowledge away from, basically the 12 tribes of Israel, man, to keep us ignorant." You see? Here it is. We don't need shackles anymore and chains, all right? Or our minds are shackled and chained up right now, man, under this damn devil. And our people, they don't, now the truth is out, but, they still don't consider it, This is Psalm 64 verse 4. I'll start up actually. I'll start at 1 actually. Psalm 64 and 1. Hear my voice, O the Most High, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. All right, because what? The Lord is in control of all flesh. He's the power over all flesh, And so you got to pray to the Lord to direct your way in truth. As Sirach says, the 37th chapter, I believe. Verse 3, who whet their tongues like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. Right? They don't consider, who they're attacking, man. All right? They're proud and they're arrogant. They think that their houses are going to continue forever. You see? And they have a perpetual hatred towards us, man. This so-called white man truly hates us, man. He's not going to change. You see? Can a leopard change his spots? No. All right? And if you do have, because again, the speckled bird, man, we're going to have Israelites that look like so-called white people, all right? So this is a spiritual thing, all right? All right, because there's also tares, there's chocolate-covered Edomites, man. There's Edomites that look like black people. They look like Puerto Ricans. They look like Native American Indians, man, all right? Those are tares, man. It's all through the spirit, all right? Skin color is an indicator. It's not a definite, you see? We gotta look in the inward of a man, you see? You got something?
Yeah.
All right, bring it.
Yeah, this is First Corinthians 2. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start at 1. It says, "And I, brethren, when I came to you, came not with excellency of speech or of wisdom, declaring unto you the testimony of Yahweh. For I determined not to know anything among you save Yahweh Shai HaMashiach and Him crucified. And I was with you in meekness and fear and much trembling. And my speech and my preaching was not with enticing words of man's wisdom, but in demonstration of the Spirit and power." You know, because really, when they teach certain things, you know, see the scriptures teach you the basics, the fundamentals, the things that you need and are always going to be profitable, no matter what age we're in, whether you know we're far advanced technology, we're Stone Age, so however they say it. This wisdom is always going to be profitable throughout generations, from generation to generation, you know. So that's true wisdom. This wisdom, you might know how to run a computer or get a PhD or whatever the fuck, but in a whole nother, let's say, hey, none of that is here and all this place gets destroyed. What do you know? Do you know how to do you know how to rule an army? Do you know how to maneuver yourself in situations with wisdom, so you could have the best outcome for you and your family? What's the point of knowing how to run a computer? What now when you face a real life situation, now you're all there starstruck, so all that what this world pushes is enticing words and man's wisdom and worldly wisdom that's only wisdom with limits. It says but in demonstration of spirit and power, and us, what we have, it's true wisdom, man. Here it is. The scriptures were created or written, from shit, since Genesis.
Well, it was oral then, and then it became written, but still, the message has been passed down.
Right. But since Genesis, and they're still profitable to this day.
Yeah.
We can't say, oh, you know what, this was back then, we can't use this now. No, we could still use the things that the scriptures say now. If anything, even more now, the way people are maneuvering themselves in the world today. So that is true wisdom, and it's not gonna sound as fancy as today's wisdom with enticing words and smooth speech and big words, smart words, and all that. But it's gonna be more profitable than the worldly wisdom.
This is 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 16. Oh, you got some more? I'm sorry.
Verse 5, it says that your faith should not stand in the wisdom of men, but in the power of Yahweh. And since it's true wisdom, that's why it shows the power of the Lord. Like, damn, here it is. This guy doesn't have a college degree and all that, but what he's saying makes so much sense. It's so simple. It's so like, damn, that's all we have to do. And it shows the power of the Lord, man. So we can't get caught up with the illusion of wisdom. We gotta get caught up with the true wisdom. It says verse 6, howbeit we speak wisdom among them that are perfect, yet not the wisdom of this world, nor of the princes of this world that come to naught. But we speak the wisdom of Yahweh in a mystery, even the hidden wisdom, which Yahweh ordained before the world unto our glory. But that's the point, So, we speak that perfect wisdom, not the wisdom that according to this world. What they promote, what they push. That's what they marvel so much at John and Peter. Because they're like, damn, they perceived that they were unlearned men. Why? Because they didn't have the worldly wisdom at that time, but they were full of the Spirit. They had the wisdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So they were in awe, like, woo, like, damn, these guys are so. I never seen them study in this college and that college, you know. These guys were fishermen. These guys were this, but yet the way they're speaking is like, wow, like, you know.
Khan. This is 2 Timothy 3, verse 16. All scripture is given by inspiration of the Most High and is profitable for doctrine, which is teaching, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness, that the man of the Most High may be perfect, thoroughly furnished unto all good things. Or, I'm sorry, unto all good works. Alright? To be perfect, man. Alright? To not need of anything. You know? So, you know, this is the only way. And, you know, like, was it High Priest Arya would say that we had to go through this to learn, to appreciate righteousness. We had to go through this wickedness and learn it to appreciate righteousness, man. And right now, like, you know, Judges 5 and 11, we're rehearsing the righteous acts, man. So we're learning, we're trying, we're growing, you know. And it's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, who gave us this word to guide us, man. You see?
This is 2 Corinthians 11 and 6. But though I be rude in speech, yet not in knowledge, but we have been truly made manifest among you in all things, you know. So, you know, true wisdom, it doesn't matter if it sounds rude or, you know, whatever, you know. But hey, true wisdom is still true wisdom, and that's always going to be better than the illusion of wisdom. The illusion of wisdom will make you have you feeling like you know something and everything, when it really gets down to reality. Now you're like, oh shit, this was nothing. Now, you know, I sounded good when I said it, but how is it gonna profit me, you know, to survive, you know, in the day of the Lord's wrath? You know, how's it gonna profit me to survive in this situation, that situation? You know.
And with that, we hope this lesson was edifying. And again, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Chakodash, Dabash to the apostles, and others, the great Muslim who rule one, who taught us truth, and salutations to all the Akim pushing us in truth and in sincerity. Shalom, wa, ba, ba, ba.